teenager wants a relaxer. Now what? Alright, hey family, it's your girl African Export and welcome to the Realist channel on the YT. So, as you can already see by the title above, oh my goodness, my child wants a relaxer. Now, as mothers, a lot of us who have young daughters will probably go through this if your child is still natural at this point. Family member sent me a message and she basically says she has 3 daughters and the oldest, which is 14, wants a relaxer. Up until this time, all 3 of them are natural, including the mother. The mother feels very strongly about caring for her daughter's hair. She feels like a lot of us, she knows what is best, but her teenage daughter wants a relaxer. What should she do? Now, hey,
I'm one of them mamas. I don't really care what you want because who's going to pay for these relaxers? Me? Oh, no.
I also think that there should be a compromise because, you know, I'm only 28 years old and 14 was just a hop, skip, and a jump away or prior. You know what I'm saying? So I can remember that time. At 14, I had already had a relaxer. And I remember the struggle in elementary school that I was asking my mother for a relaxer because some of the kids were calling my hair nappy. They were saying it was nappy. They made me feel like it was unsightly. It was not cute. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to fit in as best as I could. And at 14, that sounds like you're a freshman in high school. This is when you have arrived, okay? As a teenager, 14 years old, 9th grade, you feel like, okay, you know, my life has truly begun. I am a high schooler. I need to be with the in crowd. I don't want to look different than everybody else. The twist out was cute, you know, when I was younger, but now I want to fit in. I think that there can be a compromise made. And right now, you know, my daughter is 9. She'll be 10 this year. And she has always known me to have natural hair. So there is a level of acceptance that she does have. But still, at her very young age, she likes and is attracted to long, flowing hairstyles. And I think that is just a natural tendency for a lot of women and young girls because that is what we see. That's applause for all of the new representation that is now seen with people with natural hair in commercials and such. But at the same time, let's just keep it real. We see them because our eyes are trained to notice them, but the majority is not that. So the compromise that I think that you can do, especially for a young girl, a young teenage girl, especially entering high school, is for her to be able to get her hair straightened. But I think also with that compromise, straightening her hair, flat ironing her hair, getting it done professionally, I also stress for a lot of mothers to go ahead and hone your skills. I do not think that just because you have natural hair that your skill set is only curly styles that emphasize curls. I think a lot of us, if you have, you know, 2, 3, 4 years of experience with dealing with natural hair, you kind of know how to work it. You know what to do. Now, you know, especially for mothers with children who are teenage, they are going to want their hair straightened. And I think that there can and should be some kind of compromise. As much as we want to instill great and high self-esteem in our children and self-confidence in our children as far as their worth and their appearance, we still need to understand at that point in their life, there is a strong need for, you know, how they portray themselves and how they will be accepted by their peers. So we can definitely make some accommodations, in my opinion. And we need to be the one, I think we should be able to take it upon ourselves to be able to be the one that we trust to do their hair. And I know some mothers will not have the time. Some mothers will probably not have the skill set. but that's practice makes perfect. We know that we don't want our child to have heat damage. We know that too much heat can be damaging. I think also part of the compromise can be if your daughter wishes to have a relaxer, and that is definitely not an option for you, for her. And straightening is something that you are open to. I think that also teaching her still healthy hair habits with using heat is also important. So for instance, your 14-year-old daughter can go ahead, if you choose to, flat iron her hair or get it professionally flat ironed. That will be the only time that her hair will touch the flat iron. I think that just as many of us who do straighten our hair and our hair is natural, and we flip-flop in between curly styles and straighten styles, you can straighten, and then at that point teach her to still moisturize her hair regularly. Make sure it is tied with a satin scarf or pillowcase, and the flat iron should basically be almost put away for that whole week. I would say maybe 2 weeks, but by that time you should be washing your hair. Also, maybe use the flat iron once in that week and then do a braid out. Do something like that. Still have options, and I know it is difficult for us to want the best, for our children as far as what we see as being healthy options and better options for their hair, but we also need to take into consideration how our children feel and what will make them feel accepted with their friends. So I think a equal compromise or good compromise would be to allow her to straighten her hair from time to time. Maybe have a quarterly flat iron. I think that it's also good for her peers and for her to see or to show herself in different ways, not to wear her hair straightened constantly. But it is a choice that as a mother you will have for your daughter, and until your child is old enough to make the decision for herself, you hold the decision making. Whatever happens, it's up to you, mama. I'm one of them ones. You don't have the option of getting a relaxer. I don't feel that. So, hopefully your daughter will feel just as comfortable with her natural hair. I know that this family member who sent me the message also said her daughter typically wears wash and goes and things like that. And maybe at this stage, especially at high school, she may not feel quite as confident wearing these styles at this stage. If you know adolescents and teenage, they going through so much stuff mentally, chemically, and emotionally. We don't need the hair to be in the way of all the other drama that they're going to be going through. Do what you can. Do what you can to stress that you want your daughter to maintain beautiful and healthy hair. And if that means, allowing her to have some heat to it to make her feel more comfortable with the styles that she will wear at school, then do so. But I'm just going to end it kind of here. There also should be a emphasis and higher priority on what you're going to school for. I am a young mother. I did graduate from high school and I am in school now. And hindsight, education is too important for all of the BS to get in the way. And a lot of these young children need to have that emphasized constantly. I'm not going to accommodate anything less than your best. And since you're the mother, you know what is best for your child. So that should be the thing that you always put first. So hopefully you guys can add to this. If you have any other suggestions for this woman and her daughter, feel free. If any of you guys possibly have any teenagers who are natural at this stage, maybe they can help you do a video and respond as well. All right, so hopefully you guys are doing well. Keep it real until next time. If I don't pop in here, happy holidays. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. Welcome to the family. I'm Black. Okay, so I wanted to just bring my daughter on here. Like I said, she is 9 years old. She will be 10 very soon. And so I just wanted her to share her opinion and thoughts on natural hair, curly hair, straight hair, maybe her peers and hair that she sees that is relaxed and her feelings on that. So, young lady, you are natural. How do you feel about people who have straightened hair, or some of your friends who have straightened hair that you know maybe are relaxed? Do you like the way that looks?
Yeah, I think it's okay to have straight hair. Nothing's wrong with having straight hair. But I think if you get your hair permed, it's going to damage your hair and then it's going to fall out.
It's going to fall out. Okay. So, do you know anybody who has hair like you at your school that's in your class?
Ajaya has hair like me, and Adriana has hair like me. And Milan does.
So, do you think that hair like you is just as good as straight hair? How do you like it?
I think it's just as good as straight hair because it's your hair. It's not fake or anything. It's coming from your own head.
Exactly. So how do you feel about your hair? Do you like the way I do your hair? Do you like the ponytails? Is there a different style that you like from time to time? Or
I like my hair.
You do?
Yeah, but sometimes I might want smaller braids in my hair.
Smaller braids in your hair?
Yeah.
Do you like to sit through that to get it braided?
Yeah.
You say that now.
I do now.
She does now because, there's more emphasis on the style and the look as opposed to the time it takes. Oh, us women learn it so easy early on in life. What would you say to a older person, not an older person, but someone who might be a teenager who says that they want to relax her and their mom has taken a lot of time and to, take care of her natural curly hair? What would you say to that teenager who thinks she wants a perm?
I would say you don't get it because if you get it, your hair's going to fall out of your pillow when you sleep. So you should tell your mom that don't put that stuff in my hair. Or
what if she wants it?
We'll say, well, that's going to be on you because you're going to have a daughter that's bald.
Oh, hello. Spoken from a 9-year-old about to be 10. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.